Hello, everybody. It's that college football guy here with another video. Happy New Year! I'm actually recording this on the 31st because I'm running like a maniac on the 1st, so I'm doing this one a little early. But this is about, we did something about the ACC teams that were in danger. Who's going to be going to the who would be going the SEC could be wanting to take out of it. Now we're going to look at the Big Ten um, in terms of who do they really want to go after. Now, I brought this up in a lot of videos, a lot of people saying that, oh, anybody's in. Look, I'll say this for the record, since we're talking about the Big Ten officially in this video. The last time the Big Ten took a non-AAU school was Michigan State in 1949. They don't do it. I had one person who came to me in a comment from another video said, well, they picked Oregon and Washington over Cal and Stanford. AAU is not that important. I'm like, genius. Oregon and Washington are AAU. They were picking out of 4 of AAU schools. AAU is important. They want to have football success, major media market, and AAU. So, in the ACC, I only think the Big Ten's going to take 2. Now, they want Notre Dame, but Notre Dame with the deal they got with NBC, they're not coming. So take Notre Dame out of the equation. So let's look at this and see. There's 8 schools in ACC that have AAU status. One right off the top, Virginia. Virginia is linked at the hip with Virginia Tech. Governor of Virginia saying the fact they both go together. So I would have to say Virginia's probably off the list. So take Virginia off. So that, talking about who's the number one option? The one option that both the SEC and the Big Ten want. We're talking about North Carolina. They check all the boxes. They have a success of winning, and they're producing NFL talent. They have a major television market and a major brand and their AAU status. So it's fits all the markers here. Next up, Miami. Miami is on a bit of a down, but you know who the U is. You know who the Miami Hurricanes are. They're a name. They're a brand. They're in a TV market. They absolutely suck when it comes to home attendance because there's too many other things going on and the team's not winning. Miami is a town of front runners. If you're winning, they will watch you. If you're losing, they could care less if you burn up and turn to ash. They don't care. That's unfortunately what it is down in Miami. I've been told that by quite a few people who are living there and some who have left. Let's talk about next. We'll talk about Pitt. Pitt has had a tradition of football. They had a bad year last year. They finished last place in the ACC. They do have a name in the past. They're an okay TV market. Would Penn State let them in? Is there a problem with them coming in? So that's something to think about there. Next up, we're talking about, now, the next 4. Because we eliminated Virginia. The next 4, I'm going to do this by football success, okay? Next up is Duke. Duke's had some recent years of doing it, but Mike Elko's not there anymore. So now it's a new head coach and a new run. Will the success continue? The Duke Blue Devils, that is a brand name. Everybody knows who that is. It's primarily basketball, but it's a brand name. Everybody knows who Duke is. You know what it is. The Cameron Crazies. It's mainly known for basketball. Mike Krzyzewski retiring. Definitely earned it. Can they continue it? Yes. Are they in a major media market? Not really, but they are AAU. All right, next up, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's had recent success, but the football, a lot of people with the same thing I do. Do they want to spend $1 on football? They don't care to spend anything on athletics. They more care about academics. Football's like, it's there. They really don't care. Because the reason being is that they have one of the lowest budgets in the ACC for football, yet you're in Atlanta, Georgia. One of the best media markets. But Georgia owns Atlanta, even though your campus is in Atlanta. The fan base that you do have is passionate. They do show up for games. It is a major media market. You're AAU. But are you really in the major market? And then we'll do the package deal here. Calford. Both of them have absolutely sucked at football. Cal has not been good in a very long time. For those of you who have been back in the channel, I was doing an NCAA Football 14 project for the video game, doing stuff for retroactive and a history lesson kind of being on there. And I look back at the roster from 2013. I'm like, good God, these guys have stunk for a decade. I mean, Christian McCaffrey was there, but last time Christian McCaffrey was a freshman in 2014. It's been a while. Stanford and Cal, 5 games at best. They're in San Francisco. It's a major media market. They are absolutely huge in terms of research money. But would they be a target? You have a TV market. They really don't get in there. You could do, if you want a nice, quiet, the joke running around in Stanford and Cal, primarily at Stanford, if you want a nice, quiet place to get your classwork done, go to the Stanford football game. Because there may be 2,000 people in a 30,000 seat stadium. Get yourself on the top. You have an entire section by yourself. Except for a little bit of background noise, get yourself a drink, and you have a nice, quiet 3 hours with nobody bugging you. There's memes about it if you doubt me. So for that case, so how many of the Big Ten going to take? I fully believe the SEC may only take 2. I think the Big 12 will take 4. They'll be in the next video once we get some clarity done here. The Big 12 will take 4, and I think the Big 10's only going to take 2, so that's 8 schools leaving out of the ACC. But when I look at it, who will be going? Okay, do you think Cal and Stanford are better than North Carolina? No. Nobody's on this list. Even Miami is better than North Carolina. So who would the Big Ten want? They would. I mean, they can't get. They ideally would like North Carolina and Virginia, but they can't get Virginia. Virginia Tech are a package deal. They're not doing non-AAU schools. No matter everybody, I've heard all these people saying, "Oh, they're going to do it." Every single person about it is not in the Big Ten, not in this, and not in it, and not on there. It's a fan's wish, not reality. Okay, so Notre Dame off the table, Virginia off the table. I think they're going to go after North Carolina and Miami. It gets them in Florida. Hopefully they can work on Miami and get them better. Get North Carolina. Now, hell freeze is over. North Carolina goes to the SEC. Then what? Miami and Pitt. Here's the wrinkle. This is where I think this gets funny. North Carolina, okay, Pitt has a tradition of doing it. If Penn State blocks Pitt, North Carolina doesn't go. Pickings are slim, aren't they? You know what they do? Follow the money. Cal and Stanford would actually get in the Big Ten. If North Carolina would say no and Pitt gets blocked, they're not going to do Miami and Duke or Miami and Georgia Tech. Well, they might do Miami and Georgia Tech, maybe. I got to say that. Okay, I got to put that out there. Maybe I'm wrong. But Miami and Georgia Tech, maybe, if North Carolina and if Pitt can't go and North Carolina is already in the SEC, Pitt gets blocked by Penn State. Maybe. But Georgia Tech, some fans, not big following. Miami, big following. Cal and Stanford, same thing. West Coast, helps USC and UC out with travel and research dollars out the yin-yang. The most, pretty much, of anywhere. So, if I had to rank the 8 AAU schools in important... Well, Virginia is out. They're in the 8th place. They're out. So, I'd say North Carolina, Miami, Pitt, Georgia Tech, Cal, Stanford, Duke, Virginia. In that order. But a lot of things can happen because there's a lot of moving parts in this. So why don't you let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments. So thanks again, everybody, for watching this about this scenario. This is just conference. What I do, I call them conference craziness. Hypothetical situations of who could do what. And we're going to find out about this with Florida State. We don't know how that's going to go. Like I said, most likely we're not going to have any ball going on that until late January, early February to even get a beginning of this. But then again, who knows? So Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. So thanks everybody for watching. If you haven't done already, please smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Am I crazy thinking what I am? That, well, North Carolina being the #1 school because Notre Dame's not going. Florida State, I didn't include Florida State for one reason. Florida State is not AAU. Oh, they'll be there in 2 years. When Florida State gets AAU status, I'll redo this video. But as of now, since the Big Ten does not take non-AAU schools, no matter what fan screams otherwise, their track record, they've been doing it for over 70 years. Proven. So if they're not going to do it otherwise, it's all they're going to take, and that's the options they have for now. Florida State changed to AAU, I'll update the video. Hopefully we'll know more by then. But this may all be an exercise because they may be stuck until 2037. You want to talk about some whining and complaining? You think Florida State was bad now? Hear them whining and complaining for over a decade? They put out the collection plate to pass up enough money to get them out, to get them to shut up. I don't know. But listen, let me know what you think about it down in the comments. Check the video out. Check out some other videos I've done if you have done it already. So, hey, subscribe to the channel. Trying to reach 500 subscribers, slowly but surely in the crawl to get some better things. So, again, thanks everybody for watching. Happy New Year! Hope everybody's having a great New Year. Be safe out there. If you're going home with family, be safe going home. I'm going to be, when this video is being recorded, or I should say out, I will already be on the highway heading east from Tennessee, heading to Pennsylvania. So I'm going to be in it. So I'll be in the same boat as any of you traveling. So thanks everybody for watching. Be safe out there on the roadways, and please be good to each other.